I am beyond excited to talk about these glow up secrets because it is about damn time. It's about time for you to start becoming the person that you want to be. Why would you waste any more of your life not being hot, successful, smart, funny, not having clear skin, not having good hair? That just sounds miserable. It's time to change that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, before we get into anything to make you look different physically, you might have to change your environment. The true glow up is going to come from the inside out. Unless you change your environment and what's going on inside, it's really just going to be minimal changes to your appearance. There's not going to be this crazy recognizable glow up. The majority of the glow up comes from not only changing the people that you hang around, cutting out toxic people, exposing yourself less and less to social media. Maybe there are friendships, relationships that need to end. Maybe you need to set some boundaries with your family. Those things, clearing out your environment of that toxicity, of that negativity, those are going to be the biggest catalyst for your glow up. So that's the first thing you need to do. And I know that it's hard. It's so much easier said than done to break off friendships, to break off relationships, to set boundaries with people who we care about. And it takes time and it takes practice. And it's definitely not something that all of us can do overnight. However, in order to protect ourselves, in order to feel good, in order to feel positive, in order to have confidence, in order to have self-respect, in order to have self-worth, in order to have security, those are things that you need to do. Not everybody that is in your life deserves to be in your life. It's so hard to look at because it's so comfortable to be in a position where you're surrounded by these people, surrounded by friends, surrounded by family, in this relationship that you think that you like, that you think is serving you, that deep down, maybe you know it's not. Maybe you have this gut feeling, this intuition, which we always ignore, that's saying, you know, there's something about this that's either holding me back, that's making me feel small, that's making me feel insecure. Every time this person's around me, I feel this like itching, like this negative energy. It's so easy to ignore that, but that is something that you need to clear out of your life, out of your space in order for you to progress and glow up. So that's first, clear your space, clear your environment of the people that don't deserve to be there. Your energy and your time is precious, and spending it with people who don't deserve that is not only you dishonoring yourself, but it's also you just like sticking your feet in the mud. You are just stagnant, you are just content, and that's really a terrible place to be in life because life is all about progression, evolution, change, growth, healing, learning. And in order to get to those places, in order to glow up, they need to go respectfully. Respect yourself, respect your time, respect your energy, respect your space, respect your desires, respect what you want. The second thing you are going to do is you are going to become disciplined. And when I say you need to become disciplined, I'm not saying that every single day you need to go out and go on a run, a 5-mile run every day. Go. Now, you can be disciplined in something tiny. You can be disciplined in something huge. Be disciplined in something. If you tell yourself that you are going to wake up at 5:30 a.m. every single morning and your alarm goes off and you snooze it and you stay in bed, doing that for a couple times, doing that for a week, maybe even doing that for 2 weeks, you're not going to really notice a change. But doing that over a long period of time, you are going to notice, whether consciously or subconsciously, that you don't think that you can do the things that you put your mind to. Maybe you start thinking that things are really, really hard, that, well, if I couldn't wake up at 5:30 in the morning, there's no way I'm going to be able to go to the gym before 8. If I couldn't do this, there's no way I'll be able to do that. So why even try to do that? And that is when your life goes like this, because it's so easy when we get into those negative thought spirals to hook onto the negative. I was listening to The Magic of Big Thinking, which is an excellent book. If you have never read it, you should read it. And I cannot remember for the life of me who said this, but in that book, they talk about how you can tune into channel P or channel N. And channel P is channel positive. If you tune into channel positive in your mind, you wake up and you say, wow, I look amazing today. I'm so proud of myself. Today is going to be incredible. Then chances are throughout the day, you are tuned into channel P. You're tuned into that positive channel, and that is only going to create a positive chain of thoughts. However, if you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I woke up too late. Oh, I can't do this, this, and this. Wow, I look terrible today. I hate the way my hair looks today. You are tuned the fuck into channel N. You are tuned into that negative channel, and negative thoughts are insanely powerful. So while positive thoughts and negative thoughts both can create this chain of thoughts, our mind tends to way more easily get tuned into channel negative and really latch onto channel negative. And then that is your thought pattern for the rest of the day. That was a little bit of an aside, but we're gonna get disciplined in something. Make a goal. Like I said, it could be tiny. It could be every day I wake up, I'm gonna drink a cup of water before I have my coffee. It could be 3 days a week, I'm gonna go outside and go for a walk or go for a run. It could be I'm gonna remember to tongue scrape before I have my water in the morning. Tiny, tiny, tiny things. Start with tiny, tiny, tiny things so that you can actually stay disciplined in them and build up that confidence, build up that self-worth, and build up that encouragement in yourself. I'll talk briefly about my experience with discipline. 22 days ago now, I quit 75 hard. I literally quit 75 hard the day, I think, after I made a video on how you can be more disciplined. I quit it. And I quit it not only because I did drink one time, but I also quit it because I was disappointed with myself. I was full on half-assing 75 hard. It was like 75 moderate. And 22 days ago, I got to this point where I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm saying that I'm doing this thing that is supposed to benefit me and only me. It has nothing to do with anybody else. And I'm not actually doing it. What the fuck is wrong with me? I got to this point where I literally felt like I was like flaccid in my life, which sounds so disgusting. And I wish I could come up with a better word, but that's literally how I felt. I literally just felt like this. I wasn't doing the things that I said I was going to do. I wasn't sticking to my goals. I wasn't making progress. I was passive. I was passive in my life. I was just letting every day go by. I was going to the gym. I was going through the motions, but I was so passive. And after a while of being passive in your life, it gets to be fucking annoying. You wonder why you can't do the things that you say you're going to do. You wonder why you're not getting the things that you put your mind to. Because you're being so passive and you're just hoping, oh, I hope that one day it's gonna happen for me. It's not gonna happen for you. If you are passive in your life is just going to pass you by. It's not gonna happen unless you are active, unless you put in the work, unless you stay disciplined, unless you honor yourself, your worth, and what you want. You're literally just gonna be flatlining your life. You're gonna be flaccid. I wish I didn't say flaccid, but now it's just accurate. You're gonna be flaccid in your life. You're just gonna be sitting back, hoping and praying that one day something comes to you that changes everything. You are the catalyst for your change. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Nobody's showing up to do the hard work for you. And if you can't do the hard work for yourself, good fucking luck getting anywhere remotely close to where you want to be in life. I know for a fact, because you're watching this video, that you have all of these wild visions, these wild dreams. They're not wild. They were put in you for a reason. That is your destiny. That is where you are meant to be. So what are you going to do to get there? Are you going to sit back and half-ass shit? Are you going to say that you're going to wake up at 5:30 every morning and then snooze your alarm and stay in bed until 8? You are not disciplined enough. And like I say in literally every single video, I'm only saying this to you because I needed to hear it. And I'm not going to go too much into discipline because I made a whole other video on discipline. I just need to go off there for a second. So anyways, 22 days ago, I restarted 75 hard. And ever since then, I have been more disciplined than ever. And so much has changed. And not just physical, like, yes, my face looks good. Yes, my body looks good. Yes, I lost some weight. But being that I've built all of this discipline up, I feel so strong. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, yes. But mentally, emotionally, spiritually, especially. I've been talking to God every single day. I've been doing my reading. I've been meditating. I've been doing my 2 workouts. I've been sticking to a clean diet. I've been networking like crazy. I've been so consistent with my content creation. I've been so consistent with manifesting. I've been doing all of these things and I've been so consistent and disciplined with them. And it has made a world of difference, not only in physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, but also in my confidence in myself. I am so confident that every single thing that I put my mind to, I can get because I've become so disciplined, because I know how much I'm capable of, because I have sat with myself every single day, done the work every single day, even if it's late, even if I don't feel like it, done it, and now understand that if I put my mind to it, I'm going to achieve it because I've built all this discipline. So number 2 is have some discipline in something. You can make it something that's 3 days a week. I would recommend having some discipline in something every single day. Do something every single day. Build that consistency, build that confidence, build that trust within yourself, build that discipline, and start recognizing how incredibly capable you are. Now we're going to talk about the physical. And before we get into the physical, and before any of you trolls can come into the comments, I want to preface by saying I have fake boobs, I have filler on my lips, I have some filler on my cheeks, I have a little bit of filler in this jaw, and I have some Botox, although it's wearing off. And I have my eyebrows microbladed. So just want to put that out there. In the physical, in no particular order, exercise, exercise. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Find a workout that you enjoy, that you can be consistent with, that makes you feel good, and do it. And keep doing it. Obviously, we all know that exercise has an effect on our physical body, but it also has a huge effect on our mental state. And when you sweat, you release all those toxins, which helps your body to flush out, to clear out. Exercise just has a myriad of benefits. Just do something. You can go for a light walk every day. You can do a high intensity interval training class. You can go to Pilates. You can go to yoga, whatever. Just do some kind of exercise. Eat clean, healthy, whole foods. Obviously, we all know that a clean diet is super beneficial to our physical body, our skin, our hair, but it's also important to keep us feeling energized, to keep our body functioning properly, to keep everything just moving through. This one is a toughie for a lot of people, but it has so many benefits. Drink less or not at all. I used to be a bartender. I used to drink so much, and I remember every single day feeling like garbage. I was inflamed, my face was super puffy, I wasn't sleeping right, I was always in an altered state of mind because I was always like a little bit buzzed or hungover. My body wasn't functioning properly, I wasn't really working out. My emotional state, I was kind of miserable because alcohol is a depressant. And when your emotional state is bad, it really reflects externally. Alcohol also has a ton of sugar, which is so bad for your skin. If you're trying to lose weight or get in shape and you're drinking a lot, I don't see that going well. So try to limit your alcohol consumption as much as possible. Sleep, try to get a good night of sleep every single night. It literally resets our body. When I was bartending, once again, I was going to bed at like 5 a.m. and waking up at like 10 a.m. hungover. It was miserable. I felt awful. My body wasn't working well. I was sluggish all the time. It's just not conducive to having a glow up or living a healthy lifestyle. They say for women that you need to get 9 hours of sleep, which is kind of crazy. I mean, would be lovely, but probably not realistic for the majority of people. So I would stick with 7 to 8 hours. This is something that I've gotten into recently, but oral health, I'm like kind of obsessed with. So I oil pull every single morning with sesame oil for like 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on how much time I have. I love it. I'll put like a picture of the benefits here. Just makes my mouth feel so much cleaner. I also tongue scrape the second that I wake up before I have any water because I don't want anything that was in my mouth to go into my body. So I tongue scrape, I oil pull, and then I use a pre-brush mouthwash, and then I brush. And I have started whitening my teeth again because having a good smile just makes you feel so much more confident. And when you smile at people, it makes them want to smile back at you. And when they smile back at you, you feel good. So it's just like, it just feels so good to smile. Also, I don't think I've talked about this that much, but every single morning, the second I open my eyes, I smile because it just releases all of these feel-good chemicals and it kind of sets me up to have a happier, more positive day. And it just feels good. If you have the means, get your eyebrows microbladed. I used to draw on my eyebrows. They were horrendous. They were too dark. They were too thick. They were too thin. And your eyebrows literally change your face. It not only makes it easier to get ready in the morning, but it shapes your entire face, and they map it out so that it's perfect for your face. It's just a win-win. In my opinion, microblading is 100% worth the investment. This next one is going to be case by case, but lash extensions, I had them for probably like 5 years. I took them off at some point last year, and I just feel like the natural looks so much better. Like I had everything from these dark caterpillar lashes to like light cute ones, and I just feel like they look weird. Not on everybody. On some people, they look amazing. But I've just been really liking the natural look a lot better. So do what you want with that. Next is skincare. Gua sha, ice roll, dermaplane, sunscreen. Changed my life. Dermaplaning especially makes your skin look like a little baby's bottom. Be consistent with your skincare too. Your skin is the biggest organ on your body. I also switched my products and I use more natural based skincare now, which is not going to be suitable for everybody. But I really like to try to limit the amount of chemicals and bad ingredients that I put on or in my body. Hair, cute outfits, skincare, makeup, all of that kind of goes under this one umbrella, which is find what makes you feel good in your appearance, what makes you feel confident in your appearance, and do it consistently. There were way too many times when I was like, I'm just going to the grocery store, so it doesn't matter what I look like. I'm just going to work out, it doesn't matter what I look like. And while you don't have to do a full face of glam, while you don't have to do your hair up all fancy, your outer appearance is directly correlated to how you feel on the inside. Whether you like it or not, if you show up somewhere and you look like an absolute scrub, not only are other people going to think that you don't feel good on the inside, but you are not going to feel good on the inside. If you go somewhere and you're thinking, I'm not going to see anybody, so it doesn't matter what I look like, that's kind of you hoping that you don't see anybody because you're not happy with how you look. And appearance is not everything. Appearance is not everything. Do not take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that you need to put on a dress and high heels to go to Whole Foods, but present yourself in a way that makes you feel confident and secure. Present yourself as if you are going to run into your ex everywhere you go. You don't want to show up somewhere in sweatpants with your hair all greasy. They're going to be like, oh my God, she's a mess. You want to show up looking put together. So they say, wow, she actually looks like she has her shit together. Literally put yourself together like that. Put yourself together like you're going to see your ex every single place you go. Not that you want your ex back, because you don't want your ex back. You just want them to see you doing well. You don't want them to see you looking like a scrub. So I think that that is all I have for you today. Although I'm sure when I stop recording this, I'll probably come up with 8 million other things. But because my ass doesn't write anything down, that's all I can come up with at the moment. And those are the most important ones. I love you guys so much. I hope that this helped. I hope that you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, show me some love, and I will talk to you soon.